Hi, David Harmony Consulting, where my mission is to offer organizations the pure joy that comes from knowing that they already have the ability to flow innovation and support to the customers and part of society they intend to serve, and to serve them well by simply getting out of the way. Yes, I said it. We get in the way of the inherent, innate flow that exists not only within our organizations but within life as a whole. How do I do this? Well, it comes down first to the level of the individual, of which there are two types. There's the individual that, for various reasons, is waiting to be told what to do next. And then there's the individual that is telling them what to do next. We need to go to work on both individuals because we are backwards in both scenarios. What we need is support. We need genuine, sincere, timely support of the people in mass to achieve the strategic mission and goals of the company. We have been taught under traditional organizational culture that we are not empowered. We have been taught to be risk mitigators and to remain compliant for the most part. This has really disheartened people, and it has severely disempowered them. It's often quite frustrating for genuine leaders who are trying to inspire people to act, trying to inspire shared ownership and excitement about the mission of the company. Often we are confused about this mentality and where it originates from. We often have a very wide gap in experiences, time in company, time in the workforce overall, which is leading to this set of cohort level misunderstandings.
So, where to begin to re-empowering people and restoring positive energy and trust?
How do I do this? I go to work with two different types of people. Those who are genuinely trying to step in and to support others, we might call them leaders if others choose to follow them. And then the people who are unfortunately usually in mass, the majority of people who feel disempowered by the way the corporation has been run historically. Lean and Agile can help you to reestablish that innate flow that exists within all of life by simply getting out of our own way. If you think about it at the individual level, if you think about the aspects of your own body that run on autopilot or that don't when we are tampering with life, you think about the heart and the breath and how the human body responds to anxiety. We've got the chicken and the egg syndrome, right? The inability to be and remain present and accepting of what's going on in life takes our breath away. It makes us tight, it makes us rigid, which constrains our ability to think clearly and to access universal ideas and solutions as a result. It forces us into this artificial sense of self and self-survival, and it creates extreme amount of waste and disconnect between people who would have otherwise rallied together as a team to get something far greater done than they could achieve by themselves. This is the spirit of Lean and Agile. This is the spirit of servant leadership. My mission is to help us to re-empower all of the individuals in these companies and to help those brave few who are willing to go first to brave the waters of servant leadership, which involves freeing up everyone, proving to everyone
that their life is fully connected to the organization and the natural world that contains everything.
I seek out these brave initial souls who are willing to go first, to brave the waters of servant leadership amidst a lean and agile culture transition that's in flight. And these brave few at the beginning are the key towards the re-empowerment of everyone. Autonomy, mastery, and purpose is what the modern era knowledge worker is seeking. But unfortunately, autonomy comes last. First, we have to have a clear line of sight to the purpose of the organization. And in order to do that, we need to have a way to disseminate strategy objectively, incrementally, and to validate if that strategy is on track and aligned to the values and mission of the company. In order to disseminate that strategy, we need a set of practices. Lean and Agile helps in this regard. It helps us to make sure that we strive for inclusion, that we achieve transparency, and total line of sight to the activities of this team of teams within our company. All of this leads towards mastery. With mastery, we actually achieve the respect for people principle within the Lean value set. But people need a way to objectively assess if they are indeed mastering new skills, mastering the delivery against these strategies. This is where the backlog comes into the mix. And then as we prove that we are beginning to master our work boundary, our collective set of strategies that we're accountable for, then we can begin to decouple the environment, simplify the environment, and strive for more and more autonomy, which is ultimately what every one of us expects in life. See, inherently we know that life happens naturally. When we get into these organizations where there's a sense of restriction, artificial governance, we don't like it. And over some period of time, we do shut down. So servant leaders within the Lean Agile culture have this incredible burden and honor of helping us to see once again that life can be and should be lived naturally at all levels. The level of the individual, the level of team, the level of the organization,
the level of us, self.